Bum-ba-da-da-da. I'm going to give it about 2 minutes here, guys, see if anybody pops in. If not, I want to talk about some madness. I just see an email. My power went off at like 2:40 today, and it just really came back on recently. It was flickering on and off. Well, more flickering on than off, but for a while. But I want to talk about some madness I see in an email of mine. Madness, I say. But I'm going to go ahead and give it about, like I said, a minute or two. Let some people pop in here if they want to pop in. Watch stream. If not, they'll catch it a little bit later on. And yes, as you can see, I've been hard at work for a nice little baseball card sale, basketball in there, a few football. That is Saturday. But I didn't really come here to talk about that or coming live tomorrow, but I figured I might as well hit this subject up while it's at the tip of my tongue right now. So, like I said, I'll give it a couple minutes here, see if anybody logs on. I know there's probably other people streaming right now, and I don't want to take up from anybody that's out there trying to break right now, too. But yes, I have been hard working, getting stuff cased up for a little nice sale on Saturday. I'll once I get done, I'll go live tomorrow and do a little opening stuff. I'll let you guys know what time I'm going to be doing this. Look, I'm even pointing the pen. Reminds me of being a school teacher. But other than that, lost my little train of thought here. Yeah, I'll push that out on tomorrow afterwards, though, for sure. I just seen my CPU usage go stupid high. Turn that out. Still up here. That can go down. There we go. I don't get what's going on. Something running in the background. I have all apps stopped. What's up, Derby? But yeah, we'll do a sale on Saturday, but I'll touch that on tomorrow's live stream with a time too on Saturday. It'll be a quick little, like, I don't want to call it a fire sale, maybe. I don't know. Oh, we had electric went out like 2:30, and it was nothing like a storm or anything. Somebody got in an accident. We heard all the fire trucks and stuff going. At first, I was like, "Damn, did I just blow a freaking fuse or my power?" And luckily, the neighbor lady was texting me as I was walking over to ask her if she had it or not. But yeah, we were outside talking till probably after 4, so that shows you it was over an hour and a half. I'm baked. And freaking came back on for like 10 minutes, went out again for 30, came back on for 10, then it went out for about 45, so fun. Are you serious? Plane crash? What? Where? Kentucky Kingdom will be reopened. Oh, crap, you're right. Down plane hits Vine Grove power line. I live in Vine Grove. Wow. That's somewhere right next to me. I'm like on the outskirts of Vine Grove, like more towards like Fort Knox. It goes like further the other way. There is a little airfield. It's over in like the Radcliffe Vine Grove area. I think they just drive like crop dusters on it and stuff. No kidding. I was like, that nothing came across my phone. No kidding. It did come up 2 hours ago. Yeah. Well, that explains it all now. No kidding. Glad you said so because I had no idea. I thought it was another car accident. That's why we were out there joking around with me, and they were like, "Yeah, somebody was out there drinking and driving and hit another telephone pole down this road." Oh, here it is. Around 8,000 people in Vine Grove and Radcliffe without service after a single engine plane hit a power line near the Vine Grove airport. Okay. Plane hit the line right around 2:30, like I said, crashing in a field near North Middle. Oh, that's right down the road from me, North Middle School. Probably about 4 or 5 miles. Not about 4 or 5, yeah. 2 people were injured, blah, 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 blah. Huh. Insane. What's up, car collector? How you doing? No, buddy. Check this out. So this is what I did. I was telling Derby, this is kind of what led up to it. So I've had a power outage. I guess the plane went down. I'm in Kentucky. If you look at the news, I'm right where the plane went down. Kind of crazy. I didn't even know a plane went down. But so I was going back through and I was like, going through my emails and stuff like that, and I was getting ready to delete a bunch, the garbage emails like, hey, you know, freaking this is on sale, or hey, why don't you let us run your business for you for 90% of what you make? We'll make you a billionaire within a year type emails I always get, or hey, we'll loan you X amount of money at like 156% interest. But I got two emails today. The first one was like Panini saying about college draft picks is available on their website tomorrow. Hence why a lot of people don't get it, because we're going to hog it all and not let the people who have been pushing the product for years for you get anything out of it. But I don't even know what they're selling it at. Now I'm kind of curious. Log in. Stupid thing. Well, anyhow, I get this other email. Where'd that? There it is. Had to pull their website up. First off the line, this comes out May 12th for the actual product. May 12th. So they are going in next week on Thursday. They are going to be selling for Friday, selling first off the line 2019 20 basketball National Treasures, starting off at $30,000 a freaking box. Now, I said this last week, or maybe it was earlier this week. No, yeah, it might have been this week, when they were doing the auction of Contenders Draft Football, first off the line. That thing started at $500, and I was like, nobody's going to pay that. So, they drop it a couple of minutes, like $10 or something. People were buying it at $450 a box. It was over half sold at like $350 a box, and then I think the last few people got around like $260 a box. I mean, I'm curious to watch this now. I might, if I can, I'm going to go live that day, and we're going to watch it together on how many people sit there and buy this between $30,000 and $25,000 a box. By them doing this here, NT regular basketball, where it was already like $3,000-$4,000 a box, it just shot up too. See, it used to be like back in the day where you get a few good cards out of some boxes, you can sell them and try to get one of the premium products later on. There's no way. I mean, you'd have to pull a Dominguez freaking probably orange, maybe gold sells for that amount autograph rookie, but I mean, wow. I mean, just started off at 30,000, and the very lowest 7,500 a box. It'll never reach 75. I bet you it'll be sold out around 16, 17,000 easy. I think most people will be starting to get scared once it drops below 25,000 because they're like, oh my gosh, I can't get this. I mean, how many people out there, seriously, if you're just watching a replay of this video, are you planning on buying a box this? Because I want to know who's planning on getting this stuff, because I want to come to your channel on YouTube or however you're doing it, Instagram, and watch you open it. I mean, that's insane. You almost can get a case of Transcendent. I think Transcendent whole thing is cheaper than that. And I used to pick on Transcendent all the time. I mean, Transcendent was just like, I was like, wow, who's going to pay that kind of money for it? And then people started breaking it and stuff like that. But NT basketball, that amount of money. But card collector, I do have some NT regular basketball coming in. I probably will not open it. Oh, dude, that would pay my car off. Brand new. I think it was only $28 for my Cherokee. And I just got that like a year ago, roughly. I mean, who in their right mind? I have no idea. I'm just flabbergasted by it. I mean, literally, their bottom price, I think, is where It ended last year around 8,000, 9,000 a box. I thought it was a joke. I really did. I thought I just clicked on one of them spam links and freaking somebody out like in another country now has just hacked my computer. I had to double check it. I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like this. It's just I'm still in shock by it all, to be honest. I figured it would when I saw contenders football draft picks come out 500 starting. I was like, well, that's a little bit high. I bet you they're going to start national treasures probably something stupid like 20,000. That was honestly my idea. I would have never guessed this. And here's the kicker to it. First off the line, Premium Edition 2019-20 Panini National Treasures NBA trading cards come with 10 cards plus one bonus. First off the line RPA per package and one per box. So it's one pack per box. Everybody knows that. Boxes on average hold one first off the line RPA number to 30 or number to 3. And then either 8 autographs, memorabilia cards, 99 or less, blah, 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 all that other stuff. I mean, what happens when you pull out Lucas Samanik? There's no way you can recomp that. There can't be. You're getting one exclusive first off the line RPA, and you can just imagine what that's going to do to like every rookie card out there now. Just imagine regular national treasures after this. I mean, even seriously, if I would have bought, say, I'd have pulled the Jason Dominguez 101 refractor and sold it for something stupid like $125,000, I could possibly, as soon as they open this up, get 4 boxes of this and get nothing. Nothing at all. And the sad part is you just can't even have everybody band together and be like, hey, don't buy Panini products because people do just like they did years ago. I was talking about it. So basically, like to get NT football, this was like in 2016 when it was like Dak Prescott and Zeke and all them in it. You had to buy like 2 cases. It was one of the college ones. I think it was Immaculate Collegiate Draft in order to get 1 case NT football. And everybody started like, oh, let's just, stick it to all these dealers and everything. Yeah, that went real far, let me tell you. All those people are like, I'm just going to buy it all up and get it for myself now. Everybody's going to back down, more allocation. But that's a true story back in 2016. What's up, Brian? You see this stuff, Brian? Come on, man. $30,000 for a box of cards that might have none. What's up, ABC? I'm not staying on long because I know you're going on tonight, ABC. I just happened to see this and I was like, man. I first I saw the thing about they're selling collegiate or was it contenders draft tomorrow, and I was like, well, that's why hardly any products coming out anymore to distributors because they're keeping like 20% of it to put on their website at an obscene price afterwards to float the price up. But when I looked at first off the line, and I thought, honest to gosh, I didn't want to really go the religious way onto it, but honest to gosh, I said gosh, I thought somebody spammed me this, and I just got hacked by like a third world country hacker. Exactly, Derby. Oh, you're not hopping on 8? Okay, I thought it was 7 for some reason. I was like, I'm going to hop on and hit this up now. Power got back. Derby knew before me what went on in my area. I was like, yeah, I've been out without power. He's like, I'm glad you got electricity back. And I'm like, yeah, it's been on and off. And I was talking about it. He's like, a plane went down there. I'm like, what? There's no alerts on my phone about a plane. And no kidding, a plane went down. Well, we have like a little crop duster field. It's down across the highway. Probably about, from here, I'm going to say where that field is at is probably about 7 miles, maybe. Don't even know. ABCs, I'm telling you, man. It. I thought I was seeing things. I figured they were going to start at like 20,000, to be honest, because I saw what they were doing with Contenders Draft Football, and it was insane. I figured maybe even 15, but 20 would be like like the crazy start of it all. But where you could get it for lowest is $7,500 if it actually would go that long down. And I can tell you now, it's not. I think it'll sell out somewhere around 17, 18,000 a box. Brian, for $30,000, you can go out and get a PSA 10 Ricky Henderson rookie and still probably have about $8,000 left. Now, granted, if I'd hit that Powerball when it was like over $1 billion, I probably would have been that idiot that would have bought these. Because I would have had nothing better to do with money, and I probably would have gave them away. I probably would have came live like, hey guys, guess who bought all the NT basketball at $30,000? This guy, you know. Let's give away a few boxes of this stuff. But that would have been like if I would have been like super rich or something, I'd have done that. I mean, I would have had to hit the lottery for something and clear at least over 200 million to do that. Probably even over 100 million, I'd have done it. Just to say I was that guy, but still, I can't believe it. I really thought I was being spammed. I'm like, I got to jump on here and talk about this. And like I said in the beginning, if you're buying this, put a link to your channel down in the description. I want to come watch you open it. I will root you on 100%. Because I can't see only having one exclusive first off the line RPA number to 30 or to 3 and pulling somebody like Luka Samanic or somebody else. Oh man, you can't get PSA 10 because I think those are now like somewhere around 40,000, but you can get some sick cards for $30,000. And I mean, I've seen a lot of NT open. I've opened a lot of NT, and there's some crap cards in there. There's been some crap cases. So, and I mean, when you look at a lot of the first off the line breaks, there's a lot of bad boxes out there. Now, granted, NT is limited across the board without a numbered and everything, but they're going to have a stock checklist. Every single version out there. Oh, you'll get a 9 offhand, easy. You probably get 3 9s. I think the 9s were going around 9,000. Hey, like I said, if somebody's getting this stuff, let me know. Put a link in the description. We'll all come watch you. We'll give you some extra support. Because anybody that's brave enough to spend even over 15,000 on a box, I almost understood when Tops did Transcended at like $28,000 a case. You get a whole lot of cards with it. You got like a VIP, invitational, and all that stuff. I kind of get that a little bit more. I'd almost rather buy a case of Transcendent, which I don't like as a product, but I would rather almost buy a case of that. And can you imagine if somebody tried to break that? Hey guys, we got a case of first off the line today. Value's $120,000, 30 spots. Oh, we're only going 4,500 a spot. Random teams or 4,000 random teams, whatever it comes out to. Yeah, more like because it's 4 boxes a case, so 4,000 a random team. And see, my next train of thought when I look at this is how much are they going to take from the regular NT boxes and stack the first off the line? They've done it before. Give me 2 teams. Hey, do you offer credit? Can I get 2 teams? Yeah, I just went out there and put a lien on my house. I could afford a box or 2 now. I just don't understand it. it just shocks me to no end that the inflation of anything, new releases right now, it's just wow. I thought Bowman like went through the roof completely onto it. I figured, 6 months down the road is where these prices now for Bowman would be at, but I would have never suggested this. Yeah, I was like, I'm coming on. I got to see how many people else saw this because it's just there's just no way. Let's see if they have the contenders prices up while I'm here. I bet you they're $3.50 a box. If they're, I had an email. Oh man. Oh, that ain't it. I don't even know where it is. I'm just gonna go back to where I was at. There we go. Yeah, I was just completely shocked by this. It almost makes I have no idea. They sent me an email that contenders drafts on sale tomorrow, but I'm betting you it's $3.50 a box. I just have a funny feeling, if not more. I mean, the only thing good with basketball is their guys play, so you always can try to like evaluate it more. Like baseball, you can wait 2, 3, 4 years before a guy gets up there. Football, yeah, depending on position, they can start right away. Some might start a year or two down the road if they're quarterback, which most people try to hold. But I was sitting here because the electricity and stuff went out. Where in the heck is my mouse? There it is. Yeah, see, I started getting ready for Saturday. A little live sale. Started it up. And then it's when I started going to look at my emails because the power came back on. But yeah, I'll come live tomorrow for sure. And we'll look at contenders draft football. I don't want to jinx myself, but I've usually done pretty well with contenders draft football. Hit some crazy 101s out of 10s out of it, cracked ice. But now that I speak about it, it might be the evil packs. I haven't even really looked how many packs are in the box. Maybe we'll try to see if anybody wants to buy packs or any other box after I open it or something, or before I open. Brian, when I started, 250 was a box of NT, like $300. I remember 2016 Bowman Chrome vending. Us guys were getting it for like 550, 600 a case, so we were breaking it like 750 ish because it was heavy in shipping, of course. When you ship all that stuff out. But what the heck? Why is there an alarm clock on? All right, took care of that. But yeah, I mean now Bowman Chrome 3,500 a case this year, 3,500. I think what we'll do at Bowman Chrome this year, though, HTA just there's no way of really breaking that because it's bad luck. I mean, it's only 3 cards in a box, all autographs. I think Bowman Chrome, I'm gonna break it down, and I'll probably open like 2 or 3 boxes out in front. And you guys can buy packs or something. And what I'll do is I'll just sell by pack, and it'll be like $4 standard shipping, no matter how many you buy. I think that might be the best way of doing Bowman Chrome this year. It's sad to say that because it's always been a very good product, especially hobby with the autographs along with the color cards in there and stuff like that. I've really never seen bad cases of Bowman Chrome. But I think with the way prices are going, honestly, I mean, I'd rather sell packs for $10 to $15 a piece than selling a box for $500 $600. Because if you figure 24 packs at $3.50 a box, so yeah, it's under about $13 a pack, I think, roughly 12, something like that. Only thing that sucks is hobby. I think only gives you that one auto. Yeah, here I was sitting there thinking about buying like older boxes for $200, and I'm like, man, that's expensive. See this, and you're like, I'm gonna go buy me a whole case of those $200 boxes now. But never in my imagination, I think it would come out at 30,000 with the low of 7,500. Never. And I thought what I was shooting at was high. Come here. What was in your mouth? Okay, water. Oh, he's got to check the pug's mouth, make sure she ain't eating cat food. She runs upstairs and cat food's next to the water bowl, but she munches on that cat food. She gets an upset stomach, and we're just going to say it's like opening a hose out of her back end. Not good stuff. Especially when she's laying down next to you and it just smells like a sewage plant. No matter how much Febreze or stuff you spray, it eats it alive. So yeah, I'm keeping my little eye on her. Thankfully, we've gone now. I'm locking on the desk for wood. 5 days, no eating cat food. But I have a bad feeling she probably touched something upstairs. Thought she was still laying over by the steps. Hey, I did get a piece of mail in today. But I'll hold off on the mail day. It's only one piece. I'll wait till I get a good chunk of it in. Open up for y'all, maybe Monday. Be proud, Brian, of some of the stuff I got. Bring back our yesteryears. And one thing I will say is if you start noticing the market picking up on a rookie card, and there's like four brands of the rookie, like Topps, Donruss, Score, and Fleer, and two of them are excelling now, you might want to look at the other two before they start picking up. You can get a little bit of a money. Topps 2020 project today. I didn't like the designs, didn't like the artist. No, no, I wish it was my publisher's house clear and check. Man, I tried my hardest when I was a kid. They kept making me buy magazines every round. Oh, you made it to the 15th round. Buy another magazine. I can only think of a few people that'll even pay over 20,000 for a box of this, or even 15, half of it. See, that's another good thing is nobody's really hit the Peyton Manning train yet. Everybody's been buying Brady up like left and right, and then the rookies. And if you look, and Drew Brees is real hot now. Don't buy a Drew Brees card because they're way too high. Nobody's touched Peyton really. His stuff's still pretty stable. And if you could venture and afford like an Elway or a Marino rookie, that's another way of going. A nice PSA of them. You have to sit there and really now know the market and like what has not been touched that somebody's going to touch next. Because all these people now are just investing their money into this stuff instead of the stock market. Yeah, that'd probably be another one. 'Cause nobody's really touched him either. Even his um, the guy that followed him, I guess would be the best way of saying it. Nobody's really touching him either right now. Everybody's all about Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes a little bit. Brady just through the roof. I mean, look at what his Bowman Chrome did last year now to this year. I think it went up from like 2,000. Now it's reaching like 10,000 for that rookie. Insane. But you basically have to dig in to find a card that somebody's eventually going to be like, hey, what's our next big one? Well, I got a Big Ben behind me. One finally just sold one of the people that had another PSA 10 like me for 700, but it'll go up. This stuff will go up eventually. Because I have a Fleer Ultra rookie of him autograph. I got the gold medallion upstairs. I got another PSA 10 top signature series. I have the Bowman one auto. I have the Contenders auto. And SPX. I had to think what the other one was. All of them upstairs. They're either 9.5s or 10s. 10 if it's PSA, 9.5 for Beckett's. Well, I think Russell Wilson's stuff's kind of inflated right now a little bit too. I don't know if I'd touch his stuff. If you had early on right now, you're making a lot of money on it. But yeah, for once, I'm not on here opening, not selling. I just figured I'd come on here and be like, look at this. I'm still amazed by it. Matty Ice. It's a shame when you look at the running backs and wide receivers don't do nothing at all in value wise. It's all quarterbacks. But if you go back into the 80s and 90s and you start looking at like Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice stuff, two of the best, their stuff's insane. I have. That's another secret right there. I have. Right now, we'll just say I'll give you the brand that I'm waiting on, the Bowman. I've heard people starting to pick up his stuff too. Uh, I'm gonna be honest. 87 tops, man. That freaking PSA 10s of Bo Jackson, Bonds, McGuire, and all them are insane in price. I literally, when I was buying these other cards, because I hit $400 on free play on slots, right? So instead of me waiting like 2 weeks ago, my bank account, I just took eBay gift certificates. And one of the first cards I looked up was 87 tops, Bo Jackson, PSA 10. I about died at the price. I don't know what a box that stuff costs now, but I mean, you used to be able to find them for in Raz rooms. I mean, they were running cases of 87 tops. I want to say like 160 a case, maybe 200 a case with shipping. I forget. I have a box of 88 Don Russ. I know I see in the closet. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go through there and probably open it one night and pull out like anybody that's even half worthy, like Nolan Ryan, Bo Jackson, stuff like that out there. And if they're worthy to be tens, I would. That would be a good idea if you could find a 90 Leaf Series 1, though, because that's where the Thomas is in. Everybody started hitting Sosa now, too. But see, the catch is when you start buying those 80s boxes and stuff, you have to be careful. Because a lot of people resealed those, or they opened half the case and they got like two of the top rookies that time frame, or a box, and they took packs out of another box to fill it. So you really, really have to be careful on that stuff. I mean, if you can get it cheap, go for it. I mean, look, I opened 300 packs of freaking 89 Donruss. They came from all over. I pulled one Griffey rookie out of 300 packs that night. Well, I think I was on for what, like 2 hours, too, opening that stuff. That was probably the craziest video I ever did, opening up over 300 packs of 89 Donruss. I mean, those stickers on had like KB Toy Store and stuff. That was insane. That's why, yeah, that was bad, man. That's why whenever I was winning all those older wax boxes from the 80s, I was opening this stuff up to try to find freaking PSA 10 worthy cards, honestly. I mean, when you sit there and the dude's running like a box of 89 Fleer, 89 Donruss, and who knows, like a box of Pinnacle for like 7 per, I'm like, game on. Or 6 per, whatever it was, I'll take 3 or 4 spots in it. Because eventually I knew something like this was going to happen. I just figured it'd be a little bit longer down the road. Oh, yeah, a lot of them. Look at Smoltz, Kurt Schilling, Randy Johnson. I think most of those dudes were like 89. Maybe not, maybe 1 in 90. You just start Googling like 88 or 87 Topps PSA 10 and just start going by the years of that stuff. High up there. High up there. And I was doing that, what, last year in the winter, right before Christmas, I was opening up all that stuff. And that stuff was not even close to that in value. I have to look see what I have in there. I know I have an 89 Fleer set that's still sealed, and I think there's like an 89 or 90 Bowman set too. Some sets like that in there too I won. Most people won't even know who Drebeck is. Could be a possibility. I don't know if I can get to that thing. Man, I'm so baked from sitting outside and like my body hurts. In the sun. Ugh, I can't even get to it. There's a 90, 89, 88 Donruss set, 88 box set. There's some kind of weird sets too. I don't know. Let me see if I can get this on camera for you guys. Oh, wait, I got to pull this down. Check this out. I had that box of whatever that Sports Flicks was behind me. Oh, BCW sent me. New breaker mat. That's cool. I'll start using it here shortly. Ah! Corner of the desk drawer. Oh! Let me see if I can move this. Well, that's not going to work there. There we go. It's in this Tupperware. Oh, I can't believe I hit my elbow like that. Check that out. Remember these? Mini micro sets, 91 Topps. On the open, I was selling them at $12 a piece. Now, I bet you they're crazy in price. Because you can't grade these. It's inside of $5. Let me take these off. 89 Donruss. I think this is the traded set. 89 Donruss. 89 Fleer update, or whatever you wanted to call it. Got all these crazy. Who's in this? Boggs, Canseco, Clemens. Looking for big names. Ricky. Oral Hershiser. There you go. Now you can post the link. I always forget when people come in to wrench them. It is. That's the only way you would if you remember Dre Beck. I don't know why I pulled these out. They were in one of the Tupperwares. I was selling those for $12 a piece. And I think they have gold cards in them too. A couple of them, maybe not. Might have been something else I was thinking of. Guess it might have been. Yeah, a lot of it is. I mean, if you can sit there and pull a rookie that's centered well, your money's on. I just sent a bunch of 80s cards in. I mean, some of it was for my 86 Topps trade set because I sent, I think, 20 something in, 28. But I threw some 89 Fleer Ripkins, the FF faces in there that I pulled. The Randy Johnson rookie with the Marlboro sign in the background. 89 Don Russ Griffey's. Some Nolan Ryans were in there. Oh, that's right, yeah, Desert Shield was 91. Was anybody else in there earlier that didn't have a wrench? No. Nope. Okay. Always a good time to try it when I'm not breaking or doing something. Boy, I bet you those guys, when I had the Tupperwares back in January of all that 80s product, I bet you all those guys like, man, I should have grabbed that from them. Just like they should have grabbed my Lucas Silvers when I was asking like 600 for a P. I think it was 600 for a PSA 10, 500 for the BGS 95s. And then they shot up real high, and everybody's like, hey, you still got those? I'll buy them. I'm like, you going to buy them at the new price? I'm going to cut the picture first off the line the time clicking down. It's kind of one of the areas of my computer being drawn away. And now it just drops way down, the CPU usage. I knew it was because that clock was running in the background on it. I have a few Lucas left. I have one PSA 10 silver, one Quad 95 silver, the Tiger Stripe Luca, Contenders 9.5 across the board up there. I have another one too. Oh, it's behind me. Don Russ 9.5 Luca, rated rookie, and I sent two optic rated rookies in. All my Zions are out being graded still. I haven't checked the almighty thing to see if they actually logged anything in yet today. If they did, it'd be like my best day ever since the power went off. I lost half my work that I did today. Oh, now I got to play catch up tomorrow. And honestly, I wasn't even planning on coming on tonight until I saw that. And I was like, oh no, we're coming on. People are gonna be like, what kind of clickbait does he have there? $30,000 NT box, and they come on and look at the picture like, oh, yep. I had a bunch of Zions this year. I sold the silvers, the greens that I had graded, the blue velocities, silver optic. I pulled the certified auto. Got rid of that quick. I'm trying to think what else I did. I have a Don Russ one in being graded too, rated rookie. A bunch of his optic rated rookies are in. Both in two different shipments now I think about it. Once all the shipments start rolling back in, we'll have some fun with some giveaways, and then I'll make the extreme packs up and do some of those. Put them in there. See how everything grades out. Anything I'm not having grades on is going to eBay though. I mean, I'll offer it up here probably and put in the store for a day or two if anybody wants them at a lower price than eBay. But I mean, I'll knock it down like 10% or something at eBay. Maybe even lower because I don't have much into all that stuff. I just sent my first thing out to them. I believe they got it today because I sent it Tuesday. If not, they'll have it tomorrow for sure. I sent 6 or 7 cards out to them. I think it was 6, just to see how they grade with different things. I sent like a Prism Rue rookie in, um, Heritage Aquino and Jordan rookie. I sent somebody's Bowman Chrome in too. It might have either been like Tatis or it had to be Tatis. I sent something else. I sent somebody's Tops update in too. I tried one of those. It wasn't much, but I wanted to see how they are with their grades and what they're looking at mostly. Compare, because I'm used to like PSA's grading. They're more about the overall appeal of the card by looking at it, where BGS just hits all 4 points. Plus PSA, you could be, I think it's like 75-25 on centering on the back and still get a PSA 10, which is cool. I'm thinking about sending another batch to SGC with a couple extra Jordans that I have, and then uh, these that I pulled the other night, that fast break, just to see what happens. The other two I pulled that Sekou and the LeBron will go to PSA. I figure they are. I've only had one shipment pop in PSA that since I sent out in beginning of December, and that was a bulk. And that popped right before the whole Corona thing. And I mean pop like they just logged it in, saying they got it. I still have another bulk after that. The 80s card went out in 30 days out. Their turnaround time is actually dropping now that they're actually working more and they're able to get more people. And it was like 72 days for a 30-day turnaround. They're down to 52. Normally they're right around 35 to 40, which I'm fine with. I mean, for $20 a card, you can't really go wrong. But it has to be valued under 500. Otherwise, you start getting upcharged. But I did put some in there that if they do get a 10, I'll be getting a little bit, have to pay them a little bit more money. Even though SGC's been around for a while, now they're starting to gain some popularity with everybody. And I think it's more due to their turnaround time because it's definitely not their labels. If they could make their labels a little bit more attractive looking than that crazy font, I might like them more. I like their older labels where they used to have like a 96, 98, and they would have the little number underneath it and all that. Oh, that's very true there. You could. Dang, that's a good pickup there. I got a bunch of things I'm watching on eBay. I just don't know what I'm going to pull a hammer on next. I picked up all the 89 or non, wait, 89 no, 90 score traded sets are on there cheap. Frank Thomas's score traded rookie. That's a hottie right there. I won one auction for a PSA 10 for like $50. I was on the second one, and either one I bid 65 on for my max bid, and somebody outbid me on the second one. But I think those are going to start turning up next for Frank. Grading is once you start doing it, you're like go crazy. I used to go on eBay and I'd find guys that had lots of PSA nines, and they were good players. They could be rookies or whatever. There's actually a stack here. I want to do this sale of nines. I just never got time to go around and try to flip to BGS for 9.5s. But I used to make a pretty good dime onto that, where I would buy the crap load of PSA nines. And you got them dirt cheap. Then I'd take them, crack them, send them to BGS, and I would say about 80% would come back 9.5. And that's a big boost in value. Yeah, he won't ever. Sean Kemp is actually climbing for some reason. Those would be something you probably want to grade as long as they're centered good. I've heard a lot of people talking about Kemp and his prices going up. Most of my stuff's all graded unless it's real low numbered or I just haven't gotten around to grade it. I literally have between all three of them now over, let me think, 100, 150, 180. I think I'm sitting at almost over 500 cards out right now. That's a lot. And see, SGC charges you before you have to pay them before you can even print out a shipping invoice. Yeah, it's best just to hold on to that stuff anymore. I mean, I sit there and look behind me at stuff that I wanted to sell, and I'm like, do I sell it now or not? Like, I won't sell my Kuna stuff or my Tatis or Patchies, but or my PD down there. But I have two raw grades down there from Beckett. One's a young Prism rookie, the other one's a Soto update. I've been meaning to send it to Beckett. Baker rookie back there. You know, see what's standing behind there. Oh, that's another PD, 150 years from Top Series 2, PSA 10. Chance you gotta take. Once you start grading so much, you start learning what they're looking at. And what I do, where's my little handy dandy tool? There she is. Got one of these jeweler loops. So when you turn this on, you'll get a light, I think. Maybe I burn it out. Hold on, I want to hit the camera. Whoa, that was definitely not the way to turn it on. Oh, it's down here, that's why. So I can turn the light on, which is right there. I won't blind you guys too much. And I just use this and I look at the edges and corners with it. And I just take the surface and do a light. And you'll see me do a lot with cards where I'm just sitting there going like this. I'm looking for surface scratches on. Centering you could do on your own, front and back. The surface you can do just by looking at it like this, looking for dimples, looking for fingerprints or printer lines or scratches into it. The corners and edges are what's going to get you the most because you got to get a loop to look at it and see. And then you got to start paying attention. Like 89 Fleer was never a straight cut process, so they have a lot of leeway to the edges onto it because they're going to be like I don't know how do you really use it or say it. I don't have any 89 Fleer in front of me, but they're not perfectly like straight line sharp. Same with like 86 tops traded. When you look at the cards, they give a little bit lenience because of all the black border onto it. So if you turn it at an angle, you're going to see white on the edges. And that used to pretty much defer me from even, or deter, not defer. I don't know why I just said defer in my head. I'm thinking Army stuff. Deter me from sending it in. And then I started looking and sending stuff in, hoping to get a 9. It would come back at 10. And I'm like, huh. And I figured that one out. And a lot of times I sit there and I watch dudes' videos and stuff just to listen to them. And there's tricks like on Upper Deck. You gotta look, they have these little foil things right there in the back. If there's any scratches or it's not a perfect circle like this one, I think the other one was a diamond at 89. You get dinged on stuff like that. But I'm going to go ahead and log off, guys, for tonight. I wanted to come on just to show you guys the NT basketball, really. I thought that was just insanely priced. ABCs and 123 should be on at 8 p.m. He's doing some auctions and some breaks. I think he has a 2020 Bowman mixer, has a box of Hobby and a couple other Bowman products into it. But if you guys get bored, he'll be on 8 p.m. And I don't know anybody else that might be on now or is breaking or opening anything up. But I figure I'll at least give him a shout out. And if you guys are bored in the mornings, I know Gorilla, I think it's now Mountain Gorilla, what is it? Cards, Family, and something. He changed his channel today. He comes on usually like 10 a.m. till about noon or 1 ish. But he's not going to be on tomorrow. But if you're ever bored in the mornings, his is really cool to watch and listen to. I always have him on while I'm at work. Yeah, yeah, I'm not buying no NT first off the line. Oh, he sold out of it already? Okay. I know he sold out. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll open up some, I almost said NT. Wow. Some contenders draft fuse ball. See if we can find a Burrows or a Tua. Something crazy out of them. Other than that, stay safe out there. Oh, Papa J Cards has an auction tonight if anybody's interested too. I don't know who that is, but I'll put it in the search when I'm done here. Other than that, you guys stay safe out there. I'm gonna go find out more about this plane that went down too. Take care.